Okay. So, this is while I'm getting myself set up, I'm just trying out my mic. Now, it's apparently it's Bluetooth and it should be working on the phone. That's the plan. So I don't know if it's actually working until somebody pops in. I'll come on straight away because this could be a long one as well. But I just want to see one if you can hear me first. So the reason I got this up in the air so you can see what I'm on about. Um, it's a microphone, and obviously I've been trying out microphones over the years. What I didn't like is I had to attach it to the phone, and then it ruined the phone. I had to go and get another phone because the mic made the connection too loose. So I thought I'd try this out. At the moment, I've got nobody in, so I can't. So I'm just waiting for somebody to say hello. So Howard, he's a top man. Howard and John, he's a top man as well. So um, George, you're a bit late, but anyway, you're a top man. Top people, I should say. Anyway, guys, can you hear me? Because I want to try out this mic. Um, so when it's really windy, you can hear me. So, can you hear me? Because at the moment, right, yes, I can hear you. So that's good. Yes, we can hear you. So that's the main thing. So I'm going to put that just there a minute. So I haven't got to hold the bloody mic then. Okay, so at least I know that works until tomorrow when I forget about it. So today it's another cloudy. I'm just going to turn it around now, um, so you can see it's really grey. And unfortunately, we got this tomorrow as well. So it's not bad. It's 18 now. Jan's put on the wood burner because it does feel a little bit cold inside the villa at the moment. So we got the wood burner on, which will be nice later on. I can go up there. Oh, you can hear me heartbeat. Bloody hell! I thought it was that good. So anyway, let's whack it back round again. Probably have to reset it. Nah, it won't. So that's right. So that's good. So it's 18 in the shade, but no sun again. Another day of cloudiness. Now tomorrow, yeah, it's another cloudy day. But from Thursday, let's get this right because tomorrow's Wednesday, isn't it? Yeah, Thursday onwards, it's sunny again, but the temperature's still quite still quite low. So I don't know if it means it's going to be windy or it's just we're in a cold spell. Now, yesterday, I think, I think it was Michael sent me a message to say we had an earthquake last night, apparently, just above Toltana, which is not that far away. It's probably about 15 kilometres away. 2.8, I think it was. Not enough to not enough to do anything, but obviously we do get these earthquakes, but they're usually about 2.5. I don't think they go any more than 3, to be honest, but I think it was Mike. So he's a top man, whoever it was. I've probably got the name wrong, haven't I? Anyway, Debs, who won the Free Stickers Sunday sticker, I put it in the envelope. If I got a chance, I'll post it today, but if not, anyway, because she got older me, she took give me a name and address, so hopefully tomorrow, Debs, that'll be in the post. That's good. Yeah, so it's Tuesday. Anyway, got an interesting question today from Roberts, uh, and it's asking what is the most important and first thing to do when moving to Spain, please. That's a that's a that's a that's a difficult one, that really, because I suppose what's the most important thing? Why, to me, the most important thing, why would you want to come to Spain? I suppose that's the main thing, isn't it? Why would you want to come to Spain? Because moving anywhere, innit? I mean, if you were selling up in, say, the UK, I mean, I've always lived down south. We were looking at moving up north, mainly because we could get a cheaper property. Um, so obviously, that's the other thing I think is take some money. Because money's got a lot to do with it as well, to be honest. Um, I think money's the main thing, isn't it? I mean, obviously we were lucky in a sense, even though we had a mortgage, we had a big mortgage, um, our price of property down south was worth a lot of money. So that was a big bonus on top of our private pensions, obviously. But to me, I think the most important thing is why would you want to come to Spain? You know, I mean, I've always wanted to come to Spain. And I think it's only because my parents had moved to Spain back in the sort of 80s. I mean, if they hadn't have moved to Spain, would I have bothered? Probably not. I probably wouldn't have. I probably would have come on holiday, I suppose, and I probably wouldn't have done. But because my parents were living here, that gave me the incentive of coming over a lot more. And I like the lifestyle that my dad was living. Um, he enjoyed life here, so that was my big incentive. And I think that's the one of the things, guys, about when you're moving anywhere, isn't it? That obviously, and what then comes in line is obviously the property, because I know during that period, price of property even in those days was quite expensive, really, for what for what he was asking for. Um, I don't see. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if Robert's asking about would I have to put anything in place, like obviously when you move to another country. Um, I mean, obviously one of the main things, make sure your passport's up to date. Because if your passport's not up to date, you ain't gonna go anywhere, are you? Because you once you get here in Spain, you can do all the stuff. You can do the NIE. I'm not gonna say maybe things are slightly different now after Brexit. Um, because I know obviously you need a visa to come here now, and obviously with saying that you've got to do all that stuff back in the UK, unless you're a rich person and you're going for the golden visa. That's a little bit different. But if you're just coming over, like most of you are coming on the non-lucrative, there might be some of you coming over on this nomad visa thing, but it works out about the same. You need a bit of money, and for those that haven't got that problem, on about EU citizens, um, then they've done the same thing as us, really. I mean, we just sold up. Here he is, top man Steve. Yeah, I mean, what we did, we just sold up. We had no, we didn't have anything in line. Obviously, we the main thing that we'd done, obviously, we rented a property because we want to make sure before we make the final commitment that we was going to be happy here, because it would have been pointless coming all this way, living next to horrible people, and not liking it. So I suppose, you know, let's look at that question, because sometimes I read these questions, I get it all wrong. So let's have a look at first thing to do when moving to Spain. So yeah, I mean, obviously, once you've decided to move to Spain, putting it all in place, I suppose the other thing is what you're going to bring with you. You're going to bring your pets with you, your cats and your dogs. And they've all got to be sorted out before you can come. God, I'll tell you what, we got a lovebird, little squatty thing. The palaver getting him veterinary certificates, whatever, was the big. I mean, we could just pop on a boat, and we're straight over here. Freaking bird we had do a poo sample. It was sent off up north somewhere, and it took weeks, and it cost us ridiculous amount of money for a bird. We still got him, unfortunately. Bonnie was pretty easy, the dog. Uh, Steve says, bring some coffee with you. Suntan lotion. No, you wouldn't need suntan lotion today, that's for sure. But yeah, just, you know, the pets, obviously, is, I suppose, the thing you got to think about. And obviously, I suppose the other thing is make sure, to me, at the end of the day, it's all about the money. Because make sure you got enough money in your bank account to do it all. Like, it's funny enough, I was watching a guy the other day. He goes around the UK a lot, going around all the rundown places, looking for places where there's people living on the streets and that. And I was surprised the amount of people that are living on the streets in Belladorm, who come over on these cheap flights thinking they can get a job, you know, as a waiter or whatever, working in a bar, and they come over with 50 quid, and then suddenly they realise they can't get back because they've got no money, and two, they can't get a job, so they end up on the streets. I was surprised at the amount of people that, I'm not about expats, I'm not on about Spanish people, I'm on about expats that have come over on cheap flights, and they just get lost in the system. And I mean, I watch a guy. He's a tramp. He actually calls his channel a tramp living in Torrevieja. You know, he fell on a bit of bad luck. You know, he had a place. You know, obviously things happen, don't they? And the next thing he knew, he had no house. He had nowhere to live. He's got no money, so he's living in a tent in the middle of a field. And there must be loads of them doing that. So don't do that. I haven't put you off, Robert. But yeah, I think personally, why would you want to, you know, the first thing is why you come into Spain. If you know, got a good reason like we did, yeah, that's fair enough. And then obviously you ain't, you know, you don't have to worry about all the other things fall in place. We're talking about the NIE, we're talking about the TIA, the resident card. All those things follow in suit. So hot winters. George, I wish it was hot winters. But today's is, you know, we've had a couple of days like this. It sounds like we got this rest of the week, but thankfully on Thursday the sun's coming back out. And when that sun comes out, it makes life so much better. I'll be honest, when it's grey like this, my face goes like this. But it's not so bad. But I'll be honest, Jack, I'm gonna look forward to going back into the lounge in a moment with the wood burner on. And probably got the doors wide open because that's the only thing. It can get a little bit too hot. Yeah. So anyway, tomorrow's gonna be another good one. It's from you, Paula, but today's was from Roberts, and hopefully that's given you a good insight really about moving to Spain. Um, maybe we can vary on that. I mean, especially if it's somebody that's coming over on a non-lucrative. I'll put up, if you watch my channel, no, if you watch my Facebook group, yeah, you watch my Facebook group, Expat and Mazaron. Uh, what's his name now? UPSTICKS, that's it, Chris from UPSTICKS. Now, I'm sharing his videos onto my channel now, onto my Facebook group, I should say, and he does a weekly thing now, and it's pretty interesting, especially if you guys that are already applying for your non-lucrative or thinking about doing a lot, because he's giving you an idea how long this process is taking, because obviously some of the consulates or embassies in the UK are quicker than others, and also, you know, things change every now and again. And he's also giving you info. I mean, that's not saying he obviously wants you to use him, but it's also giving you a lot of information that you don't have to use him. You can do it all yourself. But I think it's useful to hear what Chris is, you know, he's getting all the news from these places in the UK and obviously in Spain as well. So yeah, check that out. I think that's it now, guys. I've got 27, I only got 12 likes. I've been gabbling for 15 minutes nearly now. Anyway, at least the microphone's working. I've only got, the thing is now, I've got to see Steve's already saying adios. I've got to work out how to turn this off now. But anyway, guys, I'll catch you tomorrow. It'll be in the afternoon again. So anyway, as everybody's doing now, they're waving now. So adios, amigos. I'll catch you tomorrow on another grey day. but it's 18, so I can't moan too much, can I?